Hello, discrete math fans. We're going to talk about universal conditional statements. So any statement that looks like this, for all x, if p of x, then q of x, that's called a universal conditional statement. We've talked about this before, but we haven't used this quantifier symbol, for all. Now later on, we're going to use a special symbol to denote divisibility among integers. We're going to spend a chapter talking about relationships with integers. Divisibility is a big thing that we want to talk about. The symbol that we're going to use is m with a vertical bar n. That means that n is divisible by m. Now this vertical bar does not mean division. Division is an action. This is not an action, it's describing a property of the integers. You're not doing something. So, for example, we can say that 3 divides 12. That's the way we'll say it. But 5 doesn't divide 12. So, for example, let's rewrite this conditional statement informally, without using quantifiers or variables. For all n in the set of integers, if 3 divides n, then 9 divides n squared. So there's a lot of ways of rewriting this. Here's one of them. If an integer is divisible by 3, then its square is divisible by 9. Here's another one. When we square an integer that's divisible by 3, then we get a number that's divisible by 9. The square of any integer divisible by 3 will be divisible by 9. So there's lots of ways of phrasing this. They all sound a little bit different, but they come back to being the same idea. Okay, let's write each one of these statements as a universal conditional statement. Part A is the number 47 is not equal to the square of any integer. And part B, we can say no children like ping pong. All right, so for part A, we'll say for all n in the real numbers, if n is an integer, then n squared is not equal to 47. And then for part B, we'll create a set. It's a set of all people. Then this statement can be written as for all x in P, if x is a child, then x does not like ping pong. Now this is a pretty stuffy way of writing something like this. But all we're doing is trying to practice the idea of taking something that we'll express in natural language and rewriting it more formally. There will come a time in which this is a useful skill to have. Okay, that's all for now.